if I would have myself as a best friend, I would ask myself, do you really F-U-C-K want that? And then I would look at myself and I would answer me back. Yes, I am, I would say. And then I realized I have myself as a best friend. Because this last couple of months, I really find out that I am my best friend. Because you see, that was the thing when I ended up in this island. I did know from the start. I need to learn to know myself. And I need to do it properly. You say that? Yeah, I think so. And I went out for a quest and did that. I did to learn to know myself. And I had a backpack with me that was filled of, you can't do this, you can't do that. And it reminded me all along that none of it in that backpack was correct. Because that was people around me that put things in it. That had, I'm gonna put this thing in and this thing in. You know, in my wheelchair I always have a backpack behind who's sitting there all along, who's strapped there all along, and that's a backpack I can't reach. And if I need to reach it, I need to go out of my wheelchair and sit on something else, and then I can reach it. And it's always been a backpack that other people who is been helping me or has been there for me in their way, who has put things in it. And this was what I had with me when I came to this island. A backpack of emotions that other people have put upon me, of lies that other people have put upon me. Both lies to me, about me, but also lies from them about me that they scatter all over the world. But before I go on, I need to say something. I really do need to be that blunt person I am. And I have laughed a lot the last couple of weeks. Because you see, I've heard a lot of reels. I have made a lot of reels. And one of those reels, I think it's good. It's about being the one that always take the crap. And that's the way it's been for me. I always been the one who's gonna take the crap, who's gonna be ghosted, be left out, and who's not good enough for you or anybody else. And I also realized the last couple of months that if I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna allow me to believe and think and do what I want and what I need. And I came to the conclusion that if I'm gonna do that, I really need to dig deep and take out those things that I never ever dared to speak about or even mention openly before. And I started to go so far away in my life that I went down so long to my childhood that it hurted even more. And then I realized, and now it comes, that bluntness of mine, that everything in my life who or that have hurt much, the last thing that happened to me just before I come to this island, and when I come to this island, that hurted me the most. And why it hurted me the most, it wasn't the ghosting from that person. It wasn't because I felt the feeling from that person. It was because it's been that person I've been most vulnerable to. And to be honest, I think that person is the most biggest coward in the world. Oh, that was nice to finally be able to say that. And I think that somebody told me a couple of days ago that no matter who you're dealing with, no matter who you being with, no matter who you have feelings forwards to, they do things of respectfulness. And I started to laugh, because I don't think you do things for respectfulness of others. I think you do things mostly because you are a coward one. And I'm even talking about myself here, because when we end up in the limiting beliefs of things that we have from both our childhood and the way we were brought up, I think that the cowardness we have is a result of what we don't dare to do. And this person I was speaking to said, but that person not gonna call you or not gonna reach out to you because that person probably is afraid that you're gonna be mad at them or something like that. But why wouldn't I be? I mean, you stood me up. You ghosted me. You took the part of me that was most hurtful. Why shouldn't I be mad or sad? Both of them, for you doing that to me. I mean, I was the most vulnerable, and you did know it, and you did keep a fucking it straight ahead. But in the meantime, in the same time, in every kind of time, I've done so much this last couple of months, so I, to be honest, give a few CK in it, because I can only go back to myself, what I want, what I need. And I have said so many times, I've lost everything. But it was the meaning of that lost everything. And I realized that, yeah, this is the way it is. And I needed to learn a lot of things. And I have learned a lot of things. And I have probably much more to learn. But I'm not going to be that weak woman who not going to grab what I need, what I want. Because you see, I know what I want. And if you don't want me in your life, that's okay with me. That's really okay with me. And I'm always going to find a way to get what I want, to get pleasure, to get joy, to have fun. I'm even going to find a way to start FUCK again. And I am a stubborn woman. And I'm going to keep being a stubborn woman. And I have released a lot of videos, reels, stories, podcasting on video the last couple of months. And I'm going to keep doing it. Because, you see, I believe so strongly that if I can share my journey, somebody else who's listening to it can take what they need to have, so they can go on their journey and comprehend with everything around them. Because, you see, it's a lot of people who hurt other people out there. You are not the only one who have hurt me. I have had a good share of people who hurt me, and I probably hurt people too in my life. I know I have. But that doesn't mean that you not can say I'm sorry. And I've tried in my podcasting, in my reels, in my stories the last couple of months to say I'm sorry to those one out there who are listening, because I know you are listening, even if you say you don't are. That if I did hurt you, I'm sorry. I didn't do that in purpose, and I like to believe, and I like to feel that you didn't do the same to me either. But I still think that you are a coward, no matter who you are and what you did to me or what I did to you. I believe that for the first time in the first podcast, I'm gonna say it straightforward. I do believe in God. And for the first time in my life, I have let it out. I have said it loud. And I'm gonna keep saying it loud. Because you see, I think that the divine, my angels, and everything of that, that's what has brought me to what I am today and what I am going to do for the rest of my life. And I'm gonna keep be strong, and I'm gonna keep be blunt. And you see, I have a sickness in my life. I know that this sickness of mine, that people can't stand it because they think it's crazy. And that is that I'm true to me, true to what I think. And I am blunt, and I'm saying straight out what I think. But not in the way that I used to. I have found a way to say it. And if you don't like it, I give a F-U-C-K in it. No matter what. You have a choice. I have a choice. We all have a choice. And that is to do what we believe, what we think. And I think that I'm going to be me. I think that I am feeling best of being me. And I think that this new circle of mine that I am entering in is going to be a part of me that makes me. And my wishes in that circle is to always be there for you who are listening. And it's always going to be there for serving the gooder means. And my faith is always to make myself better tomorrow than I was today. My faith is always to make amends to the world, so you can feel better, you can be better, and you can go through your healing, no matter what you're going through. That's my goal of the world. That's my mission in life, for you to always see that it's absolutely the best part to love yourself, to find in your heart, to speak your truth. And as always, I laugh when I think of it. I know that it is many of you out there who have known me before, who is listening, and because you are too curious not to listen. And yes, I do speak to you, no matter who you are. And it's okay with me. You can do that. It's okay. I hope you have it good in your life, no matter if I speak to you or not. But if I do not speak to you, it's because I've chosen not to. And if you are one of those who have ghosting me, at least one of them I'm thinking of now, it's okay for me that you do that. You can keep doing it. it's not my problem if you're not feeling good or not. But I hope you feel good. And I hope you are listening to when I say to you that I think you are a coward. Because I do think you are a coward. Because I believe that you should stand up for what you think, what you believe, what you love. And to ghost people, that's not honesty. That's not good things to do. And the same person who told me the thing of respect I was talking about earlier also said something else to me. The person said, it's easier to let it be than to stand up for what you think, you believe. And I think that's right. It is easier to just give a shit in it. Because if you do that, you can feel good for a second. But what happened when you're not feeling good any longer? And yes, you did hurt me. You did hurt me a lot. But you see, I can get over it. And I did get over it. But I need to tell the world what I think. Because if I don't do that, I'm gonna end up like everybody else who is keeping their mouth shut. And they don't stand up for what they believe. And I do believe in a lot of things. And I do believe that life should be in line with yourself. What you think, what you believe, what you love. And if we can't speak up and tell what we think, no, we can't even tell ourselves what we think. And that's not okay. That's not okay. So it is hard to let go. It is hard to heal yourself. But you need to do it. And you need to grab those opportunities that giving you the time of healing. And you need to grab the opportunities to get closures. And sometimes closure is not to speak to a person that have hurt you, or it can be something completely different. And I think that if you can find that in yourself, you're gonna be feeling so fine. You're gonna be feeling so good. So no matter what you're doing, no matter what you are, no matter what you're being, as long as you can do that with love in your heart to yourself, it's going to be a lot easier to go out and see and hear and do the world outside. And you're going to feel a lot better. And yeah. And I can hear my angels telling me that I need to be straightforward. I've tried to doing this podcast. It's been like almost 19 minutes now. And I know what they want me to say, because I do believe in my angels. And I can hear them talk to me. How strange that even sounds. But we are a lot of people out in the world who believe in the divine, who believe in the 5D world, who believe in God. And we have a seeing of life that people don't understand. And yeah, you're always going to be nice. You're always going to turn your other cheek around. And that's true. But you also need to sometimes say those things you have in your heart so you can let it go. So here it comes. Yes, you did hurt me. Yes, I think you are a coward. And to be honest, I can't longer say that I do love you, because I have grown out of being here for people, for you, for everybody else who just gonna have things for me. And I still believe, till the day I got the opposite turned to me, that I was only one person that you had left in your life because you needed the love, you needed the feeling of healing because you weren't feeling good. And I just wonder one thing: what did you give me back? You said you did the things you did, but did you really? I haven't seen you done it. You took credit for it, but I did mostly of it myself. So, did you really do that? I can't see it. But no matter what, I need to find a way to let you go. And it's hard to do that. But I need to find a way to go on. And I have a rush and a hard time to be the woman who is mean, because I can't be mean. I don't know how to. I am a nice woman, and I'm gonna keep being a nice woman. No matter how afraid you are of me, because I am a blunt person, and I know my way around the internet and things like that. The choice is always yours. The choice for my life is always mine. And we need to do our choices, but keep in mind that if you hurt another person, you need to fix the things around it. And I know at least one person in my life that I do have hurt, and I don't know, to be honest, how I'm gonna fix it. I have thought about it many times, and I know that you are listening too. And I hope from my heart to yours, I know that you know who I'm talking about right now. And I hope from my heart to your heart that you can find a way to forgive me. I have never meant to hurt you, as well as I know that you never meant to hurt me. But the life goes on, and we need to do what we need to do to survive. And I'm gonna keep doing what I need to do to survive. I'm gonna keep building my life forward, and I'm gonna keep going after my dreams. And for many years I've always said I don't like people who step other people on their toes, on the foots. And my bluntness is gonna be so totally honest right now. I'm going to do that, not because I want, because I need to do it. Otherwise I can't survive. And that's, I think, been one of the hardest pieces for me to get over. And I many times have wished things to be different. But in the same time, if it had been different, I haven't learned as much as I've done. And in the same time, I haven't gained as much as I have done. So life is for me, it's not to me. The same for you. Life is for you, not to you. And you need to see that, you need to hear that, and you need to go on. And you need to put the things behind you and take the lessons. And you have to take them with you into your future life and do them and implement them in your future life for things you don't want, things you want, and go on and be strong. Yeah, life can be hurtful, but life can also be a joy, a happiness. And for the first time in a long time, I feel that happiness, I feel that joy, and I can feel that the future is awaiting for me. And I hope it is for you too. I hope that you can find the things in life that makes you happy, that makes you believe that you are the one that can bring you what you want. I read in energies. I have said that many times. I read my tarot cards, and a loved one said to me the other day, "You've been so good at this nowadays." And yes, that's true. I've been, and I don't read for other people. Almost not doing that. Sometimes it happens, but not so often. But I have gained a card very, very many times now. An energy of always manifesting what you want and doing it good. And that is the card of a magician. It is the second card in a tarot card deck. It is a card from the major arcana. That means that it's one of the huge big cards. And that's the way it is in my life right now. I am manifesting what I need, what I want, but also for me to go on in my new circle. And as I have been closing the old one, I have had to go through a lot of things that reminded me of how it's been, and it's many times been a very hurtful part of my journey. But I also have had to remind myself of how I wanted to be, how I didn't want it to be, and everything that have happened. So with that said, now it's time for me to step out and start living in the way that I need, that I want, and doing those things that have been hardest in my life. So no matter what you've been for me, no matter what I've been for you, I hope from the bottom of my heart that you can find a way to closure with me and go on and do what you need to do, as well as I gonna do that back to you. And I do love you, no matter what. Because, as I say in many of my podcasts, many of my reels, you are a part of the world I'm living in, and I do love the world. Yes, there is things in the world that I don't like, but I don't hate it, but I don't like it. And a couple of days ago, I did my 7 deep down, as I've learned from Dean Graziosi. And it's also a tool that I own the rights to use. So I'm going to use it now when I do start my journey in this new path. And I found out my 7 deep down. And he was right, Mr. Dean Graziosi. When you come to that realization, what your 7 deep down is, you're gonna get a whole different clarity. And that clarity, I do know I need it to go into, I think it would be the hardest struggle, and I wouldn't say struggle because it's the wrong word, but the hardest fight, I would say, of my life, to reach one of the biggest goals of my life. So, of those 10 goals, I wrote it down many years ago. I only have 3 left to do, and now it's time to do them. So if you want to follow me, you are so welcome. If you want to be one of those who have a profile of fake profile, and you follow me just because you don't want me to know who you are, it's okay with me. But if you are a fake profile, don't reach out to me, because I'm not gonna answer you. And if you are a fake profile, who have a lot of good looking pictures of yourself, who probably not are you. Show me your real face if you want to talk to me, because I can talk to you and I can serve you, but I am that kind of woman who think that we're gonna be honest to ourselves. And if you have a fake profile with a lot of good pictures of you that not are you, show me who you are for real. Because if you do that, you also show yourself that you love yourself, and you do things in the way that you believe to be done. I am that kind of woman who believes that everybody deserves a chance. You do as well. So go out there, love yourself the way that you want to love yourself, and believe that you can do the future the way you want to do the future. Because that's the only thing that matters, is that you are feeling good, you are loving you, so you can go out and grab what you need to grab to become the one you want to be. So from me to you, I do love you, and I'm gonna keep fighting for you believing in love, and I'm gonna keep fighting for me to grab and do what I need to do. And I need to say it, so I'm gonna say it. I do love me, and I'm so proud of myself for doing that. And I have grown a lot this last couple of months, and I'm even more proud of myself for doing that. And I hope you can be too proud of you for doing what you're doing. And with that said, I hope you are feeling good, and I hope you are satisfied with you, and I hope you're loving yourself. Now it's time for me to say goodbye and release you to your time. And I thank you for taking the time with me here today. And go out, love, do, keep pushing, keep being. And from me to you, I do love you. Bye for now.